Hey guys, Gathering Magic back again, and it's Sunday, so you know what that means. It's time for the Market Watch. Today is June 22nd, 2025. This is episode number 38 of the Splinterlands Card Market Watch. So we're going to go through all the tokens, cards, pack prices, kind of see what the market is doing. And there may be some couple surprises along the way as far as cards and packs that are available that have been cheap for quite a while, but maybe not for too much longer at the prices we're used to. So we'll get to that in just a little bit. So starting with tokens, we'll start with SPS. It's been kind of on a slide again lately over the last couple weeks. As you can see here, going back into mid-May, just a month ago, we were at 1.2 cents. And then we've dipped down to under a penny, 0.9, and now currently we're even under 8/10 of a cent, currently at 0.0077. Vouchers, on the other hand, have gotten a little bit stronger, above 2 cents, actually above 2.5 cents. Keelan Games was a big success, and we'll see if the voucher prices hold for the new card, since you need, I believe it was was it 150 or 250 vouchers per card? So there's going to be a lot of demand, at least for the number of vouchers that you need to acquire just to get a single copy of that epic card. So we'll see if they hold above 2.5 cents in another 2 weeks when we do the next market watch. DEC currently at 0.913, so 91.3 cents per thousand. A little bit lower than it has been over the last month and a half, but still holding above 90%. Vouchers, you can see the supply has actually gone down a little bit from 2 weeks ago when we were just over 15 million. Currently, we're just under 14.5 million. So we're down 568,000 vouchers over the last 2 weeks, or down 40,000 a day, which is pretty impressive considering you guys know we create 40,000 vouchers every single day. So Keelan Games was a big success, like I said, so we'll see how the voucher supply increases over the next couple of weeks. SPS burning, man, a month ago you could see we were burning 41 million every 2 weeks. Really slowed down 2 weeks ago and has slowed down even more. We burned just over 1 million vouchers over the last 2 weeks, or just over 71,000 SPS. So we burned just over a million SPS over the last couple weeks. Total supply is still over 2.7 billion SPS. Okay, pack prices. You can see Alpha here still sitting at $70 per pack. 4,214 packs, 5 were opened or taken off the market. Beta packs, if you guys want a really good deal, beta packs under $8 I think are a steal. And actually, if you guys are familiar with Hive, if you go over to Hive Engine, I believe there are somewhere around 12 to 15 packs that are under $7. They're asking about 650 to 670, somewhere in that range. So if you want packs even cheaper than this on the marketplace, definitely go over to Hive. There's just under 20,000 beta packs left available. As you can see, trending over the last month or two, they're usually anywhere from $12, $13 a pack on up. So if you can grab these things under $8, to me that's pretty much a no-brainer. Untamed is sitting at $7.60. 31 packs were open over the last 2 weeks. Dice continues to hold just under that $8 a pack price point. Number of packs went down by 21 over the last 2 weeks. Orb consistently at 698, and really little to no movement over the last month. Still over 6,500 Orb packs available. Chaos Legion. So this is the one I wanted to talk about. We are so used to Chaos Legion packs being anywhere in the 30s, 40s. It seems over the last couple months they've been 45 to low 50s. There are a lot of packs in the Splinterlands marketplace around 51 to, I'd say, 57 or 58 cents. But what people have been doing is they've been buying them cheaper off of Hive and then putting them in the marketplace at a slight markup. If you go over to Hive Engine and check out Chaos Legion packs over there, there are not very many at this 50-some cent price range, and they quickly jump up to about 75 cent plus. So I think we have maybe 1,500 to 2,000 packs that are probably going to sell at this point, between 50 and 60 cents. But unless some people start listing cheaper packs over on Hive Engine, it's not going to last past then. So, and don't be surprised if in a week or so, if those packs aren't replaced, you're going to start seeing Chaos Legion packs probably in the 70-cent range. So, something to keep your eye on if you're familiar with Hive Engine. The number of packs we have for Chaos Legion is still over 1.7 million. So you can see we've really slowed down in the last month from when we were opening 10 to 20,000 every 2 weeks. Now we're opening just under 5,000 packs every 2 weeks. Rift Watchers. So Rift Watchers had held pretty steady for several months, between $1.80 to just under $2 a pack. But in the last month, they've really taken a slide. You can see 2 weeks ago they dropped from 184 to 154. Currently they're down to $1.40. There's still almost 113,000 packs available. Not very many were open, but Rift Watchers is one of those sets, very small set, some decent cards in it, some good legendary cards. Something I think long term will be a good hold, especially if you can get packs just above $1. If you've got the funds to spend, you go ahead, grab a few of these, grab 50 or 100 of them, and just sit on them, and just see what happens in 2 or 3 years. Rebellion. So Rebellion is sitting at 435. Pretty consistent over the last couple of months. We're holding strongly above that $4 price point. Circulating packs, like I said, the way I calculate this, I think it does not include the packs that people have that are on wagons. So currently there are just under 35,000 packs circulating that could be opened. But we have not opened a lot over the last couple weeks. You can see here just over 400 packs were opened. And at the current rate, these will last about another 3.5 years. So even though there's not a lot of packs of Rebellion left, doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of demand to open packs at this moment. Okay, moving on to sets. So starting with Alpha, we'll just kind of go through these pretty quickly. We won't spend a whole lot of time. Want to get to part 2 where we can actually look at the cards individually and see how many are in the market. You can see here for the regular foil cards, pretty consistent, week in, week out. Your commons are anywhere from 40 cents to, as you can see here, 73 cents to the low. 1257 is probably a card where there's multiple BCX of, so it's not an individual copy. Same thing with the rare, $1.10 to 44. Epics, $4 to 52, and legendaries 28 to 375. So what I usually look at is just the low. The high ones are usually ones that there's only a single copy or multiple BCX. Gold foil, so the gold foils dipped down just under 15. I thought we'd hit a nice solid floor, but there are a couple of cards under $15 for gold foil commons. Gold foil rares start at 44, epics at 250, and there are still several gold foil alpha legendaries for 2750. All right, your promo cards. So your promos, one of each rarity. So the common promo is going for 341, the rare for 675. The epic came down from 95 to 49.95, and the legendary is sitting at 450. Only 2 of the gold foil promos are on the marketplace. The gold foil rare is sitting at 300, and the gold legendary at 2200. Okay, moving on to beta. So once again, just kind of looking at the low end price, pretty consistent week to week. 6 cents is your cheapest beta common, 24 cents for a rare, 69 cents for an epic, and then 581 and up for legendary. Your gold foils, commons are just under $2 at 195, the rares at 985, gold foil epics at 47.45, and your gold legendaries $374 and up. And then for the promos, so your common promo, which is the Dragon Summoner, sitting at 40 cents. The rare, surprisingly, has come up over the last month. You can see forever it was like 33 cents. Came up to 49. Now it's currently 89 cents. Epic promo is $1.61. Red Dragon Legendary card is $22.45. And then the 2 ultra rare promos, Prince Julian and Archmage Arius, are both sitting at $5.99. For the gold foils, the gold foil common is at $9.92, the rare is at $50, the epic's at $300, and the red dragon gold foil is sitting at $555. Okay, Untamed. So your Untamed cards, commons start at a penny up to 74 cents, rares 5 cents to 49, Epics 22 to 72, and the legendaries 111 up to 45. Your gold foils start at 58 cents. The rares start at 245. Gold foil epics at $13.94. And then your gold untamed legendary cards start at $89. And then some of the key legendaries from the set. Kitty came down, as you can see. It had been, over the last month, $70, $75. Currently, the cheapest kitty is $45. Llama sits between that $25 and $30 price range at $27.86. Jotun has come down. For months it seemed like it was $44. Came down to 34, 30, 29. Now he's down under 25. So if you wait a couple weeks, Jotun may be down to 20 bucks. Kron is sitting at $6.37. And then your gold foil cards, gold foil kitty is at 900. The gold foil llama at 1750. Gold Jotun at 775, and gold foil Kron at 399. And then the promo cards, Halfling Alchemist is under $1 at 94 cents. Chain Golem is at 1301. Mighty Dricken is at 777. And then the gold foil versions, Alchemist and the Chain Golem are the same as 2 weeks ago. $210 for the Alchemist and $125 for the Chain Golem. Okay, moving on to dice. So dice commons go from 1 to 7 cents. The rares 12 cents to 95. Epics 24 cents to $1.76. Legendaries 208 to 1303. And then the gold foils, gold foil commons start at 58 cents to 73. The gold rares, which are the summoners, 275 to 1135. Gold epics 1726 to $20, and the gold legendaries 135 to 350. Okay, moving to orb. So your commons go from 6 cents to 27. The rares 28 to 70. Epics 98 cents to $1.08, and legendaries $5.80 to $13.99. The gold foil commons 220 to 489. The rares $10 to $12. The gold foil epic, once again the only one for sale, is the Wizard at $49. And then your 3 legendary cards, the gold foil Lord of Fire is $333. Gold foil Warlord is at $374, and the gold foil Corrupted Pegasus is at $749. All right, moving to Chaos Legion. So there's actually Chaos Legion cards that went up in price this week. The commons are 1 cent to 11. So as you can see, 11 cents is pretty high for a Chaos Legion common, higher than it's been in quite some time. Gold or the regular foil rares anywhere from 2 cents to 25. The epics 10 cents to 28. And your legendary cards still holding above 50 cents for the legendaries, 52 cents up to $4.99. So this is the highest it's been in a while too. Gold commons 15 cents to 58. The rares 65 cents to 227. Gold foil epics $3.97 to $10, and your gold legendaries $23.90 up to $70. Your soulbound cards from Chaos Legion. 7 to 28 cents for the commons, same as 2 weeks ago. Rares 28 cents to 79. Epics $1.25 to $2.81. And soulbound legendaries $5.88 to $15.77. Your gold foils, the commons $1.60 to $13.86. The rares $7.20 to $20. The epics $15 to $75, and your gold foil legendaries $89.95 to $289. And then your promo cards from Chaos Legion. The bear, it went from 7 to 8 cents. Varuz is still sitting at a nickel. Oshur is down to $3.10. Dr. Blight still holding right around $5 at $5.03. Zerial down to $8.05. And then the 2 summoners, Waka is at $72. And Lux Vega is sitting at $164. And then the gold foil versions, the bear is at 95 cents. Varuz is at 80 cents. There's no gold foil Oshur currently on the market. Gold foil Dr. Blight at $40.65. Gold foil Zerial at $98.99. And then same as 2 weeks ago, gold foil Waka at $18.49 and gold foil Lux Vega at $22.45. Okay, let's move on to Rift Watchers. So Rift Watcher Commons, nothing spectacular here, still 1 to 7 cents. The rares, 2 cents up to $1.40. Epics, 27 cents to 57. And then legendaries, $1.96 to, look at this, $250. So we'll check out this card in part 2. Gold foil commons, 15 cents to $1. The rares, 77 cents to 208. Gold foil epics, $4.43 to $9. And then your gold foil legendaries, $35.10 up to $194.54. Okay, Rebellion. So Rebellion, even though the packs have not sold very much over the last couple weeks, the cards are still holding pretty strong. So commons are still 3 to 62 cents, rares 6 to $1.64, epics 49 cents to 210, and then legendaries, cheapest is down to $2.45, up to $70 for you know who. Gold foil common, 60 cents to $13. Gold foil rares, $1.75 to $15.86. Your gold epics, $5.24 to $24.77. And then your gold foil legendaries, $43.20 up to $450. Okay, your Soulbound Rebellion cards, ones that we are currently earning. Commons, 8 to 10 cents. Rares, 41 to 56 cents. Epics, $1.99 to $2.49. And then legendaries, $7.20, which is surprising because I think that's pretty much under burn, up to $12.20. Gold commons, $2.15 to $12.49. Gold rares, $9.99 to just under $80 at $79.80. Gold epics, $46 to $75. And then once again, there are no gold foil legendaries on the marketplace. Okay, let's move on to some key legendary cards. So you can see here, Kai went from $5.39 down to $4.77. Kane is sitting at $19.53. Rage is at $18.31. Darg is down to $11.13. Venka is holding at $25. Lorcus is at $39. Cryptic is at $29.99. Tofu is up to $70, so you can see that is the highest it's been. EMP is at $28. Nidhogger at $17.88, and Risk Eldrath at $18.11. So legendary cards are continuing to hold their value. As far as the gold foils go, Kai is at $55. Arcane just under $150. Gold foil Rage, look at this, $450. Gold foil Darg at $91. Venka at $215. Lorcus at $294.36. Gold foil Cryptic at $169.29. Gold foil Tofu, $299. Gold foil EMP at $249.99. Nidhogger at $139.99. And Risk Eldrath gold foil at $195. Okay, let's look at the promo cards. And you guys know there are quite a few promo cards. Grimbarden Smith came down under $4 to $3.73. The gold foil is sitting at $24. Mantaroth, $26.95 with the gold foil at $1.80. The Enforcer just above $1 at $1.01, and the gold foil at $7. Baron Fiat at $6.60 with the gold foil at $57.72. The common Mana Warden at 18 cents and the gold foil at $2.85. Sanctus sitting at $3.82 with the gold foil at $33.55. Eleanor, $65.70, and the gold foil is up to $800. And this is the first one that has been on the market in a couple of months. Stalker is sitting at $266, gold foil at $15.95. Delia at $49.50 with the gold foil at $750. Rune Anarchist at $4.59 with the gold foil at $29.70. Rick Loneman down to $49.50 this week, and once again, no gold foil. Mariput Mossmender at $3.18, and the gold foil is up to $24. Nefkit sitting at $34.99. Once again, no gold foil. Alfka sitting at $12.35 with the gold foil at $2.90. Warborn Shaman, $2.99, gold foil at $32.32. Fizbo, $32.50, no gold foil on the market. Heloise the Hollow, $1,750, no gold foil. Keelan Gaines, $2, and the gold foil at $18.75. All right, so let's wrap up this part 1 looking at Conclave Arcana. See here, commons are still 5 to 9 cents, rares 21 cents to $1.95, epics 80 cents to $1.42, and then your legendary cards start at 5.14 up to 15.99. Gold foil versions 87 cents to $1.67, rares $3 to $16.59, gold epics $9.74 up to $17.21. Gold foil legendaries $55 up to $159.76. Okay, so now let's look at the black foil and how many have been printed over the last 2 weeks. So for the commons, the price range is $118 to $300. You can see here the ones currently minted are up to number 100. So that's up 5 from 2 weeks ago when we were at 95. Previously, 2 weeks before that, we were at 84. So you can see how it's slowed down. Went from 84 to another 11, now to another 5. So for the rares, they range from 315 to 5,000. We went from 26 a month ago to 28. Now currently we're at numbers 29 and 30. For your epics, $640 to $1,500. Currently on mint number 19. So you can see that's slowed down. We had 16, 18, 19. And then your legendaries, 1,500 to 4,444. Once again, over the last 2 weeks, we're still on mint number 7. So these have really slowed down in how many are being pulled on a daily, which is not really a daily basis anymore. In a week, we're lucky to pull 1 or 2 of these things. Okay, Gold Arcane. So commons 250 to 1,200. Not very many of these on the market. We'll take a look in part 2. The rares go from $4.99 up to $1,200. The only epic, once again, is Umbral for 4,000. And the legendary is not on the market. So either someone bought that $1 million filthy scavenger, or the person came to their senses and relisted it lower and maybe it sold, or they just took it down. And then finally, the black foil arcane cards. Commons range from 500 to 750. The rares 2175 to 100,000. The epic, there's only one, Auroral Elemental for 10,000. And black foil arcane legendary Desolation. I believe Tails had this card listed for just under 20,000. It is not on the market, so I'm not sure if Tails just took it down or if someone made him a deal. If someone did, congratulations. All right, guys, that is it for part 1 of the Market Watch for June 22nd, 2025. Part 2, we will look at the market, take a deep dive, look at all the different cards from each set, kind of get an idea of how many cards are on the marketplace, how many are in circulation. So stay tuned for part 2, and I will upload that shortly. So until then, stay the course, keep on forge and have fun, and I will see you soon with part 2. Take care.